Hey there, this is Try Love, and welcome to my channel where no topic is off the table. Let's get after it.
Phenomenal black woman built from the best. Walk with.
Hi everybody. I got a lot to say about Christian Keys, and I've been hesitant on saying it, but I'm just ready to talk about it. I'm a person that try to gather the facts, look at things, try to look at all sides. I'm a Libra, true. I am a true Libra, right? So I try to look at all sides of every situation before I lay my opinion. And being that I am a Tyler Perry fan, true, I can talk about him in a negative light. For instance, the Beauty in Black show that is the last season. He's only making 3 seasons of this phenomenal show. I think that is a total, oh my God. I'm just totally disappointed about this. I feel like that if he would have pulled in some more writers, pulled in some more people with a little bit more um, creativity for the show is just starting. Literally just starting. And you saying this is the last season? Well, there's so many other seasons that you could have had. So I started off talking about Christian Keys. So I guess it's going to be Tyler Perry and Christian Keys. So only thing I'm going to say about Beauty in Black, and I'm going to come back to that on another video and connect these two together because I got a lot to say. You making a mistake with making this the last season, and then I'm going to come back and complete why I'm saying that. Christian Keys. It took me a minute to come to the conclusion that Christian Keys is on that BS. And yes, I said, you heard me clearly. Let me tell you why I'm saying that. Okay. Everybody knows Christian Keys through whom? Tyler Perry. Plays, whatever, shows, whatever he's been in, has always been connected to Tyler Perry. He wrote a book. It got picked up by Tyler Perry Studios. Now, this is where I fought Christian all the way. You know Tyler Perry. You've worked with Tyler Perry. You know how he works. If you wanted to have 1000% control over every aspect of your show, first of all, that should have been the negotiations written black and white on contract that I want all 1000% control over my show. At no point can anything be added or changed without me actually having the say of it being changed. If you did not negotiate that, if you did not have that in your contract, in your part of the negotiations to come to an agreement to bring this show to that network, then that's on you. Because whenever a show gets adopted by a network, there's going to be some fine print in there that the network is going to always be the ones that can do whatever they want to do with it. Now, everybody knows it's your story. Everybody knows that you wrote the book and it was adapted for TV. I don't understand why every time he starts out his conversations, it's my book, it's my story, it's this. We all know that. Let me tell you what, I'm telling y'all what it is. The man is salty. He thought because he has a great relationship, had a good relationship with Tyler Perry, that Tyler Perry is just going to give him this show, no matter what was negotiated. And that's not how it worked. Tyler Perry is a businessman. He has 35 shows, is an exaggeration. He has 35 shows and 100 movies because he's a businessman. So because you didn't negotiate your contract and said and put these stipulations on there, at no time can this storyline be taken to a different direction than the original, or how I would like some legal paper, some legal wordage should have been added. And that may not be an actual word, but it sounds good, right? So all I'm saying is Christian Keys is the salty one. And if y'all think that Christian is going to be able to go to All the Queen's Men, with All the Queen's Men to Stars or Netflix, he's not going to be able to. Let me tell you why. He has some heavy Tyler Perry loyalties in All the Queen's Men. Do you think that Eva, who has been working with Tyler Perry for quite some time, is going to leave and go wherever Christian goes, even though technically she's the star of the show? Do you think Sky? Let me just tell y'all, the information that they're coming out with Sky, I believe that's a lie. And I don't like or dislike this guy, but let me just tell you why I don't think it's true. Him and his wife, Andy from Sisters, just had a baby. They just had a baby. Why would this man, who's been working with Tyler Perry for a while, come to work drunk and high? I'm sorry, y'all, but I do not believe that. I believe that Christian Keys knows that he is loyal, that Sky is loyal to Tyler Perry, and he is not going to follow him. And he knows that, and I truly believe that he's trying to damage Sky's credibility in these streets. I do not believe for 1 minute this guy would do that to his reputation. Because not only does that put a bad light on him, it looks bad for him and his wife. Even though, they're individuals in the industry, it still looks bad. That's your wife. So whatever stigma you got tied to you, it's going to eventually be tied to your wife. It's going to be brought up, hey, we've heard that your husband went to work drunk and high. Do you have that work ethic? That kind of stuff can be brought up. So I believe that Christian knows that it's some people that are loyal to Tyler Perry that's not going to move. And what he needs to be worried about is if Eva is going to leave Tyler Perry. Because for her to make that move to follow Christian, if it's true bad blood, she will be in essence leaving Tyler Perry. And I don't think she's going to do that. I don't think that Blue, I don't know, I can't remember her real name, is going to leave Tyler Perry. He's the one that brought her out. She was the billboard girl that made the plea to allow her to be in his shows. It is Tyler Perry loyalty in All the Queen's Men. And I'm sorry, that's the reason why. It's several reasons why I don't think All the Queen's Men is going forward. But that's one of the main reasons. You're trying to ask people with your one show to follow you to somewhere else, and you don't even know where you're going because nobody has signed you, which I don't think anybody is going to sign you. And Tyler has not said anything negative about Christian Keys. I haven't even heard Tyler Perry say anything about Christian Keys. All this is, to me, it sounds like a whiny baby that wanted his way and he didn't get it. I think that he went in thinking that Tyler Perry and him were close and that Tyler Perry would give him full control because Tyler Perry got all these other shows. So he's just going to give it to me no matter what the contract says. In business, it's business. In friendship, it's friendship. You cannot blur those lines. So y'all can say whatever y'all want to, but Christian is the one that's ruining All the Queen's Men. Everybody knows how Tyler Perry works. Everybody has watched a Tyler Perry show or movie. He wants to be the writer, director, and creator of the show, even though in All the Queen's Men, he's always acknowledged Christian Keys in All the Queen's Men. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. But it's not Tyler Perry. And I know a lot of y'all don't like Tyler Perry, but this is on Christian. And I believe pretty much that All the Queen's Men is done for. It's pretty much a wrap. Netflix is not gonna pick him up. And Star, I doubt if Stars do. Stars got P Valley, and P Valley has been on. I don't even know. Yeah, I no. I don't see it going anywhere else. I believe that it's pretty much a done deal with All the Queen's Men. And y'all can blame Christian Keys for it. Okay, action. My second time doing this, guys. Okay, part two. Tyler Perry, all things Tyler Perry, and then I'm gonna come back and finish what I had to say about Christian. What I gotta say about Tyler Perry is I am a 10 toes down fan of Tyler Perry. I've been watching Tyler Perry for over 26, 27 years. I watched Tyler Perry when his plays were on bootleg tapes, and I'm just gonna just leave it at that. You figure that out. That was my first time actually ever seeing Tyler Perry, was on a VHS tape and watching one of his plays. And then he grew bigger, started coming to cities, and it takes off from there, right? Been a fan for so long. Only thing that I have a problem with is when he gets a good show and he doesn't know what to do with it in the middle of it. It's like he'll have the format of the show built out, and some kind of way he starts doing 500 other projects, and the show that had the potential to being the show, quote unquote, the show, gets dropped. Some people, and I love him, but I'm a writer as well, so this is the reason why I can say this. I believe that he tried to juggle too much, and a lot of his babies get dropped by the wayside, and they just get just create something. That's what happened with Half and Half Nots. The ending of Half and Half Nots, the most, oh my God, that was the show. And the way that it ended, oh my God. Okay. Why does Beauty in Black only gets 3 seasons, Tyler? I'm so disappointed. I am so disappointed because this show has so much life, so much potential. And let me just say why I am saying this is we hadn't even got the full story. It's just taken off. Season 3 should have been the backstory season. It should have been the backstory. When you got a show like this that starts off in the lives that's already going, that everything has already happened, we deserve a backstory on how they got there. And I would have loved to see Horace and his wife, his previous wife, the kid's mother, when they were married. I would love to see his brother and the wife that got killed in the beginning of the show when they were together, when she was alive, and how he paid for her. She was a paid for bride. I would love to see when they first brought the girl to their house. I can't think of the name, but the one that's married to the son. I would love to see when they brought her in. She was adopted. They took her under their wing and all of that, and she became the face of the product, the hair relaxer. I would love to see all of that, and season 3 could have been that backstory. They could have did this. Season 3 could have been the backstory of everybody, showing the life that everybody had prior to where they are right now, and what got them to that point. That would have been amazing. Season 4, go back to seeing how everybody's progressing. Horace is doing better. The treatments that he got overseas is making him live much longer than he thought. Business is taking off, and it's still a lot of stuff is still going, because a lot of stuff is going on the show. So you got a lot of activities that still will be happening and going on the show, right? And just keep it flowing, adding different storylines. Have the sister that was sleeping with Lucius' son, have her be pregnant, when she goes off to college, she finds out she's pregnant or whatever. All of that. All of that. I mean, this show has so much potential, and I hate that we're only getting 3 seasons. Tyler Perry, that is one of my biggest disappointments. Um, Outside of how you ended Half and Have Nots, and what is it? Wrong. If Loving You Is Wrong had a terrible ending as well. Shows that need to be gone. The Oval should have been gone. I'm sorry if y'all like The Oval, should have been gone. House of Pain, I think that he's keeping his two of his favorite people employed, and I get it. I get it. But House of Pain is just a show that just comes on. If you watch it, you watch it. If you don't, you don't. But too many irons in the fire. I forgot the other show that comes on after it. Whether in the nursing home, Tamala Mann and her husband are in it. I can't even remember the name of that one. I mean, it's just so many different shows out there that are going that I feel like sometimes Tyler Perry can't keep up with it all. And I am a writer, right? So I get it. Sometimes you have a idea and you execute that idea, but in order for you to continue with that idea, you got to finish it. Don't start another project. And I think that he has so many different projects that he's trying to keep up with. We just seen Joe, the Joe road trip. And then he had the one with the wedding, the wedding with the daughter and all that. All in between Beauty and Black. I think when he has a lot of things rotating, things get mixed up and messed up. And I get it's a great thing, but that's when it's time to allow writers to actually have full control. So of the show. I'm not I'm producing and directing it, but writing the show. Because if you're gonna start it, don't crush the show. It's so many shows out there that I mean, The Voice Wives, phenomenal, bruh. I don't even know when bruh is coming back. Bruh is all over the place. Sisters is all over the place. Sisters need to end. It doesn't make sense. I mean, it's a lot of shows that Tyler Perry can bring to a head, and I know one reason why he doesn't is because it's keeping the people that on the show employed and having financial having money, keeping them paid. So I know the loyalty to the actors and all that is one reason why he keeps some of these shows going. But at some point you got to trust and invest in writers to take control over these shows, because you are disappointing so many people with only giving us 3 seasons with Beauty and Black. Now let's go back. We got to be critical thinkers. If we don't do nothing else, I urge you guys, if you don't know how to be a critical thinker, do a study on it. It's so many different things out there that can teach you how to be a critical thinker if you didn't learn how to be one. The reason why I put it on Christian and not on Tyler Perry, because it all makes sense that it's on Christian. Who has been crying and whining about the show? Who has been coming up with so many different things ever since the show has come out? I'm telling you what it feels like. It feels like someone was not thinking business. They were thinking friendship, because he's been working with Tyler forever. And they were thinking that I got a show. This is my baby. And I get that it's a great thing that you have a show out there. But you got to learn how to read the fine print, because you're not going to be able to go anywhere with you won't be able to go to Stars or Netflix if you want complete 1000% control over your show. Not the way that Christian appears to be wanting it. And I get what he's saying, but you signed with Tyler Perry knowing how Tyler Perry works. So that's the reason why I can't do the pity party. I'm not a pity party person. So the minute I see someone salty and having a pity party, I completely recognize it right up front. And that's what we're getting from Christian, guys. I'm sorry. But y'all can believe him if you want to, but I call BS on it. I call someone who was thinking things were going to go one way and it didn't. And it's not because something was done wrong to him. It was because he thought he had something with Tyler that he doesn't have, a different form of relationship that he would be the one that would be able to have full control over his show. And that's not how it worked. Tyler is a businessman first. And He's a businessman, and it's an example of somebody thinking that they had something they didn't have, and they didn't read the fine print. That's one reason why I'm saying that it's unchristian, guys. And that's all I got to say about that. Thanks.
I said what I said.